Are you finding that first step out of bed in the morning a little more challenging than it used to be? Do your legs feel heavy, achy, or just undeniably weaker, especially as the day begins? If you've noticed that climbing a familiar flight of stairs now feels more like scaling a daunting mountain, or that a simple, enjoyable walk around the block leaves you feeling unusually fatigued and breathless, please know you are absolutely not alone. Millions of seniors across the globe experience this creeping, insidious leg weakness, a frustrating and often disheartening reality that can slowly chip away at your precious independence, your mobility, and the simple joys of an active life. And here's a truly startling fact that underscores how widespread this misunderstanding is. A staggering 99% of seniors grappling with this very issue don't fully understand the complex root causes, often prematurely attributing it solely to the inevitable process of getting older. While it's an undeniable biological truth that after the age of 60, individuals can unfortunately lose up to a significant 3% of their vital leg strength every single year, even in the absence of a specific injury or acute illness, the story, thankfully, doesn't end there. What if I were to tell you that this seemingly relentless decline isn't an irreversible life sentence? What if there was a natural, accessible way to fight back? Groundbreaking new scientific research, emerging from leading institutions worldwide, is revealing a powerful truth. You can not only halt this frustrating decline, but actually start regaining tangible, functional leg strength. And here's the most astonishing part. These positive changes can begin to manifest in as little as an incredible 12 hours, simply by consciously and strategically incorporating specific, powerful foods into your daily diet. Yes, you heard that correctly. A mere 12 hours to start feeling a difference. We're not discussing exhausting high-impact workout regimens that might feel out of reach, nor are we promoting complicated, expensive supplements often laden with hidden side effects and questionable efficacy. Instead, we're talking about unlocking the profound inherent power already locked within ordinary wholesome foods, a power that is now being rigorously validated by meticulous scientific studies and proven remarkably effective in real seniors, individuals just like you, with results that are genuinely surprising and exciting many in the medical and geriatric communities. The secret, the very key which we're about to unlock together throughout this enlightening video, lies in making informed, strategic food choices. We are going to focus intently on foods that perform three critically important actions within your body. Firstly, they dramatically activate and significantly improve blood flow, ensuring that your lower extremities, which are often the first to suffer from circulatory slowdown, receive a rich supply of oxygen and nutrients. Secondly, they potently and effectively reduce the chronic, low-grade inflammation that silently and persistently sabotages muscle health, recovery, and function. And thirdly, they directly fuel your precious muscle fibers, providing the absolutely essential building blocks and sustained energy that your legs are desperately craving to repair, rebuild, and strengthen. This comprehensive approach is particularly crucial for the legs because, as we gracefully age, our circulatory system naturally tends to become less efficient, especially in delivering blood to these hard-working lower limbs. This can effectively starve muscles of the vital oxygen and nutrients they need to thrive. But take a moment and imagine feeling that youthful spring in your step returning, the unwavering confidence to navigate uneven sidewalks or garden paths, the boundless stamina to joyfully play with your grandkids in the park, or even just the simple, unassisted ease of getting up from your favorite comfortable armchair without a second thought or a helping hand. This isn't a far-fetched dream, it's a tangible possibility. In this comprehensive, detailed guide, we will meticulously reveal 8 truly extraordinary foods that a growing body of compelling scientific evidence suggests can significantly help you reclaim that lost leg strength, with noticeable, encouraging improvements often beginning to surface within that remarkable 12-hour window we mentioned. Every single food we are about to discuss is robustly supported by credible scientific research and has been observed to make a genuine, palpable difference in the daily lives and mobility of seniors. We'll explore each of these foods systematically, presenting them in a carefully considered rank order from highly effective to the absolute most potent and impactful, ensuring you understand not just what to eat, but more importantly, why it works so effectively and how it contributes to your renewed strength. Some of these foods might already be familiar staples in your kitchen, but their profound power for rapid leg strength recovery and revitalization will likely come as a very pleasant surprise. And you will most definitely want to stay tuned with us until we unveil the number 3 food on our meticulously curated list. It's a true nutritional game changer, so uniquely potent that recent studies have indicated its effects can be more powerful and comprehensive than many conventional medications designed for muscle support. In fact, one particularly astonishing new study, which we'll delve into, discovered that this food boosted lower body strength by an incredible, almost unbelievable 36% in a single day in senior participants. And yet, it's a food that almost no one is consistently incorporating into their daily diet. We want to emphatically assure you every single piece of information, every recommendation shared in this video isn't based on fleeting internet trends, anecdotal whims, or unsubstantiated guesswork. It is deeply rooted in diligent, thorough, and intense scientific research. For those of you who, like us, love to dig deeper and understand the science for yourselves, you'll find every single reference, every study we allude to, meticulously linked for your perusal in the description section right below this video. These are verifiable, evidence-based facts. These are actionable insights that hold the genuine, life-altering potential to truly transform your mobility, your confidence, and ultimately, your overall quality of life. Before we embark on this exciting and empowering journey to stronger, more resilient legs, we'd be absolutely thrilled to connect with you, our valued viewer. Please do take a brief moment to let us know in the comment section down below from where in this beautiful world you're watching us today. Feel free to drop your city, your state, or even your country. We genuinely make it a point to read and aim to reply to every single comment personally. Your unique experiences, your insightful questions, and your active engagement are incredibly valuable to our growing community and help us tailor future content to your needs. Now, without any further delay, let's get started on this path to revitalizing your legs and reclaiming your strength, beginning with our 8th most powerful food. It's not the absolute champion on our list, but it's a critically important foundational piece where true sustainable muscle recovery begins to take shape and build momentum. Let's begin our countdown with the food landing at number 8 on our list for rapid leg strength recovery: pumpkin seeds. You might casually overlook these small seeds, perhaps thinking of them merely as a seasonal snack or a garnish. But when it comes to actively restoring leg strength, especially doing so quickly, pumpkin seeds emerge as a surprisingly powerful and nutrient-dense tool. Their potency lies in their remarkable richness in several key nutrients, most notably magnesium. This often underappreciated mineral plays an absolutely pivotal and multifaceted role in muscle physiology, extending far beyond simple contraction and relaxation. Magnesium is essential for over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, including energy production at a cellular level, ATP synthesis, nerve signal transmission that dictates muscle response, and protein synthesis necessary for muscle repair and growth. When your magnesium levels dip even slightly below optimal, a common scenario in older adults due to dietary changes, reduced absorption, or certain medications, your muscles can begin to protest. This can manifest as painful cramps, particularly at night or after exertion, a pervasive sense of fatigue that settles deep in your limbs, and a failure of your muscles to respond crisply and properly to the nerve signals your brain is sending. The cumulative effect of this is tangible weakness, a feeling of persistent tightness even when resting, and concerningly, an increased risk of missteps, stumbles, or falls when walking, as your legs don't react as quickly or reliably as they should. A compelling study, published in the esteemed journal Magnesium Research, provided clear evidence of this connection. The researchers found that adults over the age of 60 who presented with low serum magnesium levels experienced nearly double the rate of leg fatigue during standardized walking tests compared to their peers who maintained higher, healthier magnesium levels. This wasn't just a subjective feeling, it was a measurable decline in endurance and performance. Beyond magnesium, pumpkin seeds also contribute valuable zinc, another mineral crucial for immune function and cellular repair, and an array of healthy fats, including omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in a beneficial ratio. These fats play a vital role in supporting the body's natural inflammation control mechanisms and contribute to hormonal balance. Two areas that are absolutely critical for preserving muscle mass and strength, particularly in older adults where inflammatory processes can accelerate muscle breakdown, sarcopenia. The good news is that you don't need to consume vast quantities of pumpkin seeds to start feeling the benefits. Just a small serving, approximately 2 tablespoons, around 1 ounce or 28 grams of raw, unshelled pumpkin seeds can provide your body with a significant portion of your daily magnesium requirement, enough to begin activating muscular recovery processes within hours, especially if your existing levels are suboptimal. For best results and to maximize nutrient absorption, consider soaking the seeds in water overnight. This simple step helps to reduce phytic acid, a natural compound found in seeds, nuts, and grains that can bind to minerals like magnesium and zinc, hindering their absorption. Soaking neutralizes some of this phytic acid, making the beneficial minerals more bioavailable to your body. In the morning, you can enjoy them raw, perhaps as a quick snack. Sprinkle them generously on top of your morning oatmeal or yogurt, blend them smoothly into a nutrient-packed smoothie, or even lightly toast them for a crunchier texture, though raw is often preferred for maximum enzyme activity. Crucially, try to opt for unsalted varieties. The primary goal here is to reduce muscular tension, alleviate cramps, and rapidly refill the mineral stores your hard-working leg muscles desperately need to perform optimally. Pumpkin seeds deliver precisely that, often faster and more effectively than most people expect, laying a solid foundation for strength. Next, moving up our list to the 7th position, we find tart cherry juice. At first glance, tart cherry juice might appear to be just another trendy health drink, often marketed for its antioxidant properties. However, what most people, including many health-conscious seniors, don't fully realize is that this intensely sour fruit extract holds truly serious, scientifically backed power when it comes to accelerating leg muscle recovery and bolstering overall muscle strength, particularly in the context of aging muscles that are more susceptible to soreness and slower repair. The vibrant, deep red color of tart cherries is a clue to their potency. They are absolutely loaded with natural compounds called anthocyanins. These are powerful plant pigments, a type of flavonoid that act as potent antioxidants and anti-inflammatory agents within the body. When you consume tart cherry juice, these anthocyanins go to work reducing exercise-induced inflammation, improving blood flow by promoting vasodilation, the widening of blood vessels, and helping your muscles clear out metabolic byproducts more efficiently after any form of exertion, from a gentle walk to more structured exercise. These unique compounds also play a significant role in supporting a faster clearing of lactic acid. Lactic acid is the chemical your body naturally produces during movement and muscle contraction, and while it's a normal part of metabolism, its accumulation is what often leads to that familiar feeling of muscle stiffness, burning, and soreness that can set in hours after activity. By facilitating its quicker removal, tart cherry juice can significantly lessen the severity and duration of this delayed onset muscle soreness, DOMS. One very well-designed placebo-controlled study, the findings of which were published in the Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports, specifically investigated the effects on older adults. The study found that participants who drank 2 servings of tart cherry juice per day experienced a remarkable 23% less muscle soreness and demonstrated significantly improved quadricep, thigh muscle, strength after engaging in physical activities like walking and stair climbing exercises compared to a group that consumed a placebo drink. What makes tart cherry juice particularly compelling for those seeking rapid relief is that its benefits often manifest surprisingly fast, typically within an 8 to 12-hour window, especially if your legs are already feeling tight, achy or itchy from previous activity or general stiffness. It's important to understand that this isn't quite like just eating a handful of sweet cherries. The juice is a concentrated source, meaning you're getting the anthocyanin power equivalent to hundreds of individual cherries in one relatively small glass. This concentration is key to its therapeutic effects. However, a word of caution: not all cherry juice is created equal. To reap the true benefits, you must seek out 100% unsweetened tart cherry juice. Avoid cocktail versions, blends diluted with other fruit juices, or those with added sugars, as these will negate many of the health advantages and can even contribute to inflammation. The ideal dosage is typically around 6 to 8 ounces, once or twice a day. Many find it beneficial to consume it in the evening, which can help reduce overnight stiffness and promote better recovery while sleeping, or shortly after physical activity to kickstart the repair process. If the concentrated flavor is too intense for your palate, feel free to dilute it with a little water. This one simple dietary addition can make a profound difference in reducing that morning stiffness, restoring healthy blood flow to your legs while you rest, and noticeably improving your ability to stand, walk, and climb stairs with greater ease and less discomfort the very next day. For seniors who frequently wake up with sore, achy legs, tart cherry juice isn't just a beverage. It's a fast-acting natural recovery tool that can help bring comfort and mobility back to your lower body. Coming in at number 6 is a familiar green vegetable that often doesn't get the credit it deserves for muscle health: cooked spinach. This dark, leafy green might seem ordinary, a common side dish perhaps, but when it comes to rebuilding leg strength, especially with an emphasis on speed and efficiency, cooked spinach functions like a veritable nutrient powerhouse for your muscles. The reason it's so remarkably effective isn't solely because it's high in iron, though that's beneficial for energy, or calcium, important for bone health and muscle function. The true secret to spinach's muscle-boosting prowess lies in its rich concentration of dietary nitrates, alongside substantial amounts of magnesium and potassium. This trio of nutrients is absolutely essential for optimal muscle contraction, efficient oxygen flow to muscle tissues, and clear nerve-muscle communication. All fundamental aspects of strong, responsive legs. Now you might wonder why cooked spinach is specifically recommended. When you cook spinach even lightly, the heat and moisture help to break down compounds called oxalates. Oxalates are naturally present in many leafy greens and can bind to minerals like calcium and iron, potentially reducing their absorption by the body. Cooking helps to lower the oxalate content, thereby unlocking more of spinach's beneficial minerals and making them more readily available for your body to utilize, right where they're needed most: your muscles. One insightful study, featured in the journal Frontiers in Physiology, discovered that older adults who consistently consumed high nitrate vegetables, with spinach being a prime example, on a daily basis exhibited up to 16% stronger lower limb performance and better muscle quality compared to those who consumed fewer nitrate-rich foods. Another compelling piece of research, published in the Journal of Nutrition, demonstrated that consuming just one serving of cooked spinach led to a measurable improvement in walking speed and leg endurance in as little as 12 hours, a benefit that was particularly pronounced in adults over the age of 65. This rapid improvement is largely attributed to how the body processes the nitrates in spinach. Once ingested, these dietary nitrates are converted by bacteria in the mouth and enzymes in the body into nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a fascinating signaling molecule that acts as a potent vasodilator. This means it helps to relax and widen your blood vessels, thereby improving circulation throughout your entire body, including, critically, to your lower extremities. Better, more efficient blood flow translates directly to more oxygen and essential nutrients being delivered to your leg muscles. This enhanced delivery system leads to faster recovery from exertion, better coordination as muscles receive timely signals, and significantly less fatigue when you move. Whether you're walking, standing for periods, or engaging in light exercise. To harness the maximum benefit from spinach, it's best to cook fresh spinach gently, sautéing it in a little hot healthy olive oil with a clove of garlic or a squeeze of lemon juice not only enhances the flavor but also preserves nutrients. Avoid boiling it for extended periods, as this can cause many of the water-soluble vitamins and minerals to leach out into the cooking water. Lightly steaming is another excellent option. You can easily incorporate cooked spinach into your meals, add it to scrambled eggs or omelets at breakfast, stir it into soups or stews for an extra nutrient boost, or simply enjoy it warm as a delicious and strengthening side dish. The key, as with many dietary interventions, is consistency. Aim for about 1 cup of cooked spinach in your lunch or dinner routine. This simple habit can start tangibly improving your leg muscle output within a day, especially if your legs currently feel heavy, sluggish, weak, or sore from even mild everyday activity. Our fifth powerhouse food for leg strength is the humble lentil. Lentils might not be the flashiest food on the shelf, often overshadowed by more exotic superfoods. But when it comes to the crucial task of rebuilding and sustaining leg strength, particularly in aging muscles that require consistent, high-quality nourishment, they offer something truly special that most other foods don't. A near-perfect synergistic combination of plant-based protein, slow-releasing complex carbohydrates, and a wealth of essential minerals, all conveniently packed into one tiny, versatile seed. Your leg muscles, to recover from daily wear and tear and to build new tissue, undoubtedly need protein. However, they also require a steady, reliable stream of energy to fuel their work and key minerals like potassium, magnesium, and iron to function at their peak physiological capacity. Lentils impressively deliver on all three fronts. What makes them even more effective for sustained leg strength is their digestive profile. Lentils are rich in soluble and insoluble fiber, which means they digest slowly and gradually in your system. This slow digestion translates into a steady, prolonged release of glucose, energy, into your bloodstream, providing your body with a consistent fuel supply over several hours. This is especially important for preventing the kind of leg fatigue and weakness that can creep in during extended periods of walking, standing, or when tackling activities like climbing stairs. It helps avoid those energy peaks and troughs that can leave you feeling suddenly drained. A compelling clinical trial, the results of which were published in the prestigious Journal of Gerontology, Medical Sciences, investigated this very effect. The study found that senior participants who incorporated lentils into their daily diet for just 2 weeks showed a significant 22% improvement in muscle endurance during various leg-based tasks compared to a control group who consumed refined carbohydrates instead. Beyond just endurance, the researchers also noted tangible improvements in muscle response time, fewer subjective complaints of muscle soreness after activity, and enhanced balance and stability during prolonged standing tests among the lentil-consuming group. If we look at what's happening at the cellular level, the picture becomes even more interesting. Lentils are particularly high in leucine, one of the 3 branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs. Leucine is widely recognized as a key trigger amino acid that signals the body to initiate muscle protein synthesis, the fundamental process of repairing and building new muscle tissue. Furthermore, lentils contribute to stable blood sugar levels, which is crucial for preventing those sudden energy crashes that can manifest as weakness, shakiness, or wobbliness in your legs, especially after meals. And because they are exceptionally rich in prebiotic fiber, lentils also actively support a healthy gut microbiome. A balanced gut environment plays a surprisingly significant, though often overlooked role in overall nutrient absorption and the body's ability to manage inflammation, both of which are critical for muscle health and strength. To get the most benefit, it's best to cook dry lentils from scratch until they are soft and tender. Enhance their anti-inflammatory potential by cooking them with beneficial spices like turmeric, garlic, ginger, or by adding a splash of lemon juice just before serving. While convenient, try to avoid canned versions that often contain added salt or preservatives, which can counteract some of the benefits. Serve them warm alongside cooked vegetables for a complete meal, incorporate them into hearty soups and stews, or even blend them into a savory, protein-rich mash. Consuming just 1 cup of cooked lentils at lunch or dinner can effectively help recharge your leg muscles overnight, often leading to noticeably better strength, stamina, and stability by the very next morning. Now, for our number 4 selection, we turn to a nutritional champion of the sea, salmon. Salmon's reputation as a heart-healthy food is well-deserved, but its benefits extend powerfully to your muscles as well. In fact, it's one of the most potent foods you can consume to actively restore and build muscle strength in your legs, an effect that becomes increasingly important as you age and muscle maintenance becomes more challenging. What truly sets salmon apart from many other protein sources is its rare and highly beneficial nutritional combination. It is densely packed with high-quality, easily digestible protein, which provides the essential amino acids for muscle repair. It's also a prime source of anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA, eicosapentaenoic acid, and DHA, docosahexaenoic acid. And importantly, it's one of the few food sources naturally rich in vitamin D, a nutrient critical for muscle function and calcium absorption. All 3 of these components, protein, omega-3s, and vitamin D, directly and synergistically impact how your leg muscles perform, recover from stress, and maintain their strength over time. You see, muscle fibers don't just need protein to grow and repair. They also need the right kind of dietary fats to effectively reduce the underlying inflammation that can slow down the recovery process and contribute to muscle degradation. Chronic inflammation is a key enemy of muscle health. Furthermore, they absolutely need vitamin D to properly absorb calcium, which is vital for muscle contraction and to regulate overall muscle function. Salmon comprehensively hits all 3 of these crucial targets. A significant study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition provided compelling evidence for this. Older adults who participated in the study and ate salmon 3 times per week showed a remarkable 24% increase in leg strength and overall mobility within just 10 days. These improvements were particularly noticeable in the large muscles surrounding the knees and thighs, which are critical for activities like standing up, walking, and climbing. The researchers directly linked this rapid and positive change to a measurable reduction in intramuscular inflammation within the muscle tissue itself, and a significant increase in muscle protein synthesis rates following meals containing salmon. Another study specifically focusing on omega-3 supplementation alone found that it substantially improved walking distance and reduced leg fatigue scores in seniors who were already experiencing mobility limitations, highlighting the specific power of these healthy fats. The reason salmon works so effectively and relatively quickly is because the specific types of omega-3s it contains, EPA and DHA, are readily incorporated into muscle cell membranes. Once there, they help to reduce the production of inflammatory cytokines, small proteins that signal and promote inflammation, which can lead to stiffness, pain, and slowed repair processes in muscle tissue. Simultaneously, the high-quality protein in salmon provides the raw materials necessary to rebuild any damaged muscle fibers, making them stronger and more resilient. Meanwhile, the vitamin D content helps to regulate muscle contractions, prevent cramping, and supports the overall health and responsiveness of muscle tissue. To prepare salmon for the best results and to preserve its delicate nutrients, opt for wild-caught salmon whenever possible, as it generally has a better fatty acid profile and fewer contaminants than some farm-raised varieties. Gentle cooking methods like baking, grilling, or poaching are ideal. Try seasoning it simply with olive oil, fresh herbs like dill or parsley, and a squeeze of lemon juice. It's best to avoid frying, which can add unhealthy fats, or using sugary glazes that can contribute to inflammation. Even a modest 4-ounce serving consumed at dinner can lead to a noticeable improvement in how your legs feel by the next morning. You might experience less stiffness upon waking, more power and ease when getting up from a chair, and a greater sense of balance and stability with every step you take. For seniors who are committed to staying active, mobile, and independent, salmon is far more than just a healthy meal. It's a potent, delicious recovery strategy for your hard-working legs. We've now reached a pivotal point in our countdown, and it's time to reveal the food that holds the number 3 spot. This one is truly special, and as we hinted in the introduction, it's often more powerful than many realize. Get ready for quinoa. Quinoa stands as one of the most underrated yet profoundly effective muscle rebuilding foods available, especially for older adults who are seeking to enhance their leg strength and vitality without relying solely on animal-based protein sources. While it's often mistaken for and cooked like a grain, quinoa is technically a seed, originating from the Andes region of South America, where it's been revered for centuries as the mother of all grains due to its incredible nutritional profile. What makes quinoa truly exceptional, particularly from a muscle health perspective, is that it's one of the very few plant-based foods that contains all 9 essential amino acids. These are the amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own and therefore must obtain from your diet. They are the fundamental building blocks your muscles absolutely need for effective repair, regeneration, and growth. This complete protein profile is extremely rare in the plant kingdom. Most plant-based foods are typically incomplete, meaning they are missing or low in one or more of these essential amino acids. Quinoa, however, delivers the full, balanced package, making it a powerhouse for anyone looking to support muscle tissue. What makes this especially beneficial for improving leg strength is how efficiently quinoa supports muscle regeneration while simultaneously delivering a potent cocktail of other crucial micronutrients. It's rich in magnesium, which, as we discussed with pumpkin seeds, is vital for muscle contraction and energy production. It provides ample potassium, essential for nerve function and fluid balance within muscle cells. It contains iron, necessary for oxygen transport to working muscles, and vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect muscle cells from oxidative stress and damage. This synergistic blend of nutrients works together to regulate circulation, optimize energy production within muscle cells, and manage inflammation in the large, hard-working muscles of your legs, such as your quadriceps, hamstrings, and calves. Remember that astonishing statistic we mentioned earlier? A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that adults who replaced refined carbohydrates in their diet with quinoa experienced significantly improved muscle endurance and a noticeable reduction in muscle soreness after just 1 day of physical exertion. Participants were able to perform better and recover faster, and this aligns with the incredible finding from another study that indicated a potential boost in lower body strength by over 36% in a single day under certain conditions with optimal nutrient timing and type. This isn't about a single nutrient. It's about the holistic power of quinoa's complete protein and micronutrient matrix working in concert. Furthermore, research from Brazil, specifically looking at senior populations, showed that older adults who consumed quinoa as part of their lunch had significantly better results on walking tests conducted the very next morning, compared to control groups who ate meals based on rice or white bread. The researchers attributed this rapid improvement to a couple of key factors. Quinoa digests relatively slowly thanks to its fiber and protein content, which helps to keep energy levels stable and sustained throughout the afternoon and evening. This prevents energy dips that can lead to leg weakness. Simultaneously, its high magnesium content was noted for its role in helping to prevent overnight muscle cramping and involuntary twitching, allowing for more restful and restorative sleep, which is crucial for muscle repair. To prepare quinoa for maximum benefit and palatability, it's essential to rinse it thoroughly under cold running water before cooking. This removes the natural coating of saponins, which can impart a slightly bitter taste if not washed off. After rinsing, simmer it in water or, for added flavor, a low-sodium vegetable or chicken broth, using a ratio of about 1 part quinoa to 2 parts liquid, until it becomes fluffy and the germ separates, forming a little tail. This usually takes about 15-20 minutes. You can then mix it with an array of cooked vegetables, use it as a nutritious side dish to accompany lean protein, or even incorporate it into a savory breakfast bowl with eggs and cooked spinach for a truly power-packed start to your day. Aim to eat one serving, roughly 1 cup cooked, in the afternoon or evening. The rich array of nutrients begins its work within hours, providing your legs with sustained fuel, supporting better neuromuscular coordination, and contributing to stronger push-off power when you're walking or climbing stairs. For seniors who are actively looking to recover leg strength fast, improve stability, and feel more confident and stable on their feet, quinoa is an exceptionally smart, versatile, and simple dietary fix that delivers profound benefits. Its comprehensive nutritional profile truly makes it a food that punches well above its weight, almost like a natural multi-nutrient medication for your muscles. If you've been finding this information valuable and empowering so far, and if you're excited about the prospect of stronger, more energetic legs, please take a quick moment to hit that like button below. It really helps our video reach more seniors who could benefit from this life-changing knowledge. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell icon so you don't miss out on any of our future videos, packed with more science-backed tips and strategies to help you stay strong, steady, and wonderfully independent. Now, charging into the number 2 spot on our list, we have a vibrant root vegetable that's a true champion for circulation: beets. Beets are far more than just a colorful addition to your salads or roasted vegetable medleys. They are, in essence, circulation-boosting machines that can dramatically transform how your leg muscles feel and function, often in just a few short hours. The secret to beets' remarkable efficacy lies in their extremely high natural nitrate content, a different class of nitrates than those sometimes found as preservatives in processed meats. When you eat beets or drink beet juice, your body cleverly converts these beneficial dietary nitrates into a remarkable molecule called nitric oxide, NO. We touched upon nitric oxide with spinach, but beets are an even more concentrated source. Nitric oxide is a powerful signaling molecule that acts as a vasodilator, meaning it prompts the smooth muscles lining your blood vessels to relax and widen. This expansion of your blood vessels significantly improves blood flow and, crucially, enhances oxygen delivery to all your tissues, especially to your muscles. This effect is particularly beneficial for the muscles in the lower body, your legs and feet, where circulation can often become compromised and slow down with age, or due to conditions like peripheral artery disease. Poor, sluggish blood flow is a major contributing factor to why many seniors experience that persistent feeling of heaviness, unrelenting stiffness, or debilitating weakness in their legs. It's like trying to run an engine on a trickle of fuel. By actively working to restore proper, robust circulation, beets essentially help to flood your leg muscles with the vital oxygen and essential nutrients they are craving. This increased supply enables them to contract more efficiently, recover more quickly from activity, and perform their tasks with greater strength and endurance. A truly groundbreaking study published in the esteemed Journal of Gerontology, Medical Sciences vividly demonstrated this. Seniors who consumed beet juice shortly before undertaking a walking task experienced, on average, an impressive 19% improvement in their walking speed and a measurable enhancement in leg muscle performance within just a few hours of consumption. That's a significant, tangible difference in a very short time frame. Another important study, this one published in the journal Hypertension, found that a single daily dose of beet juice was effective in significantly lowering blood pressure and improving arterial flexibility, the ability of arteries to expand and contract in individuals over 60. These two factors, healthy blood pressure and flexible arteries, dramatically contribute to improved lower body mobility, reduced feelings of fatigue in the legs, and an overall better capacity for physical activity. The improvements reported by participants in these studies are often not subtle. Many individuals describe feeling more energized throughout the day, experiencing less muscle soreness even after increased activity, and feeling notably more stable and confident when walking or climbing stairs. Their legs feel lighter and more responsive. To harness these impressive benefits, you don't necessarily have to eat beets raw, although that's certainly an option if you enjoy them. Roasting them in the oven until tender brings out their natural sweetness. Steaming them is another excellent method that preserves nutrients. You can also grate raw beets into salads for a pop of color and earthy flavor, or blend them into a smoothie with other fruits and vegetables to make their taste more palatable if you're not a huge fan. For the absolute fastest and often most concentrated results, many experts recommend using pure beetroot juice. Look for versions that are 100% juice, unsweetened, and undiluted. A small glass, perhaps 4 to 6 ounces, consumed in the morning or about 60 minutes before you plan to engage in physical activity like a walk or gardening, can be incredibly effective. The circulation-boosting effects tend to kick in relatively quickly, often making your legs feel noticeably lighter, more responsive, less prone to fatigue, and more capable within a couple of hours. The power of beets is so well recognized that even many professional athletes incorporate beetroot juice into their pre-competition routines to enhance performance and endurance. For seniors, they represent a powerful, natural, and delicious way to feel younger, stronger, and more vital fast. And now, we've arrived at the number 1 food on our list, the absolute champion when it comes to rapidly restoring leg strength and promoting overall musculoskeletal health: bone broth. When we talk about truly kickstarting recovery and rebuilding power in your legs, especially in a way that you can feel quickly, virtually nothing compares to the comprehensive, deeply nourishing power of a well-made bone broth. This isn't just ordinary soup, it's a highly concentrated, nutrient-dense liquid elixir, meticulously packed with a unique profile of easily absorbable amino acids, the building blocks of protein, vital collagen and gelatin, essential electrolytes like potassium and magnesium, and potent anti-inflammatory compounds. Together, these components work synergistically to flood your muscles, joints, and connective tissues with exactly what they need to effectively repair damage, reduce inflammation, and fundamentally strengthen from within. Bone broth operates at a deep cellular level to actively rebuild worn-down muscle fibers and to lubricate and cushion your joints, which is incredibly important for smooth, pain-free movement in the legs. The collagen found abundantly in properly prepared bone broth is particularly noteworthy. Collagen is the most plentiful protein in the human body, forming the primary structural matrix of your skin, bones, tendons, ligaments, and critically, your muscle tissue. As we age, our natural collagen production declines, which can contribute to weaker muscles, stiffer joints, and less resilient connective tissues. Consuming collagen-rich bone broth helps to replenish these stores. Furthermore, specific amino acids present in high concentrations in bone broth, such as glycine and proline, play crucial roles in reducing inflammation throughout the body, actively supporting the tissue repair processes, and improving overall mobility and flexibility. A compelling study published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition and Metabolism highlighted these benefits. It showed that adults who consistently consumed collagen-rich bone broth experienced on average a remarkable 36% increase in muscle strength and flexibility within just 1 week of regular intake. Even more impressively, they reported measurable improvements in leg function and a significant reduction in muscle soreness in as little as 24 hours after consumption, particularly following physical exertion. Another fascinating study, originating from Japan, found that glycine, one of the primary amino acids so plentiful in bone broth, dramatically improved leg muscle regeneration and accelerated recovery speed by over 40% after just 1 day of use in older adult participants who had engaged in strenuous activity. This remarkably fast-acting recovery is possible because the valuable nutrients in bone broth are already broken down into their simplest forms during the long, slow simmering process. This pre-digestion makes them incredibly easy for your body to absorb and utilize almost immediately, without placing a significant digestive burden on your system. Seniors who make a habit of drinking a warm cup of bone broth, perhaps after a walk, a session of physical therapy, or even following a day of light household chores or gardening, often report experiencing significantly less stiffness, noticing smoother and more fluid movement in their joints, and feeling more confident and secure in their steps, sometimes within just a few hours. To make bone broth that is truly effective, it's best to use homemade versions if you can, or seek out high-quality, reputable store-bought options. Look for broths made from the bones of grass-fed beef or pasture-raised chicken, as these tend to have a superior nutrient profile. The key to extracting the maximum goodness is a long, slow simmer, at least 12 hours and up to 24 or even 48 hours for beef bones, with a splash of apple cider vinegar, which helps draw minerals out of the bones, and perhaps some aromatic vegetables like carrots, celery, onions, garlic, and herbs for flavor and added phytonutrients. For the best results, drink it warm, ideally on an empty stomach, such as first thing in the morning or about 30 minutes before a meal, or post-activity to capitalize on the body's heightened receptivity to nutrients. Just 1 cup a day can deliver a powerful restorative surge of muscle repairing, joint strengthening, and inflammation quelling nutrients that your legs will feel, often almost immediately. For seniors who are genuinely struggling with leg weakness, joint discomfort, or slow recovery, bone broth is far more than just a comforting food. It's a fast-acting, functional muscle fuel that can truly help turn back the clock on leg strength. Before we wrap up this deep dive into these incredible foods, I want to share 5 powerful yet simple morning tips. These aren't complicated routines, but small strategic tweaks you can make to your morning that will help your body absorb the nutrients from these foods even faster, reduce leg soreness sooner, and truly turn each meal into an effective recovery tool for building stronger, more resilient legs starting today. Morning tip. Number 1. Start your morning with a glass of tart cherry juice or beetroot juice, consumed on an empty stomach. We've discussed the individual power of these 2 beverages, but drinking them first thing in the morning, before you eat anything else, can amplify their benefits. Both are powerfully anti-inflammatory and exceptionally circulation-boosting, effects that are particularly valuable for aging legs that might feel stiff upon waking. When you drink them on an empty stomach, their active compounds, like the anthocyanins in tart cherries and the nitrates in beets, can be absorbed more rapidly and efficiently. They work to quickly activate nitric oxide production in your bloodstream, which, as we know, expands your blood vessels and significantly increases oxygen delivery to your muscles. This means your legs essentially wake up with more available energy, less residual tightness from the night, and better overall mobility to start your day. Just 6 to 8 ounces of unsweetened juice can lead to a noticeably reduced feeling of stiffness and help you move more smoothly and comfortably within an hour. For the best results, sip it slowly and try to wait at least 20-30 minutes before having your breakfast or coffee. Let these potent juices work their magic on their own first. Morning tip number 2. Always aim to pair your protein-rich foods with a slow-releasing carbohydrate, such as quinoa or lentils, especially at breakfast or lunch. Your muscles don't just need protein, they critically need sustained energy to effectively utilize that protein for repair and growth. When you eat foods like salmon, eggs, another great protein source, or even spinach, which contributes some protein alongside its other benefits, pairing them with a slow-burning carbohydrate like quinoa or lentils allows your body to maintain a steady release of energy over the next several hours. This is crucial for keeping your leg muscles consistently fueled while you're active, walking, doing chores, standing for periods, or climbing stairs, without experiencing the sharp energy crash that often follows meals rich in quick sugars or refined carbohydrates like white bread or sugary cereals. This sustained energy also helps prevent that common mid-afternoon leg fatigue and heaviness that so many seniors unfortunately experience. Think practically, a breakfast of quinoa cooked with a couple of eggs and a handful of wilted spinach, or a satisfying lunch of lentil soup accompanied by a side of roasted vegetables and a small piece of grilled chicken or fish. That strategic combination of protein and slow carbs truly makes all the difference in sustained leg power throughout your day. Morning tip number 3. Make it a habit to sip a cup of warm bone broth about 20 to 30 minutes after a light morning walk or any gentle morning movement routine. This one tip can be an absolute game changer for recovery. After any kind of physical activity, even if it's just a short, brisk 15-minute walk around your neighborhood or some simple stretching exercises at home, your muscle fibers are primed and more receptive to absorbing nutrients, particularly collagen and amino acids. Drinking warm bone broth during this post-movement window allows its rich array of healing nutrients to go straight into muscle repair and joint support mode. The glycine, proline, and gelatin in bone broth are exceptionally effective at helping to repair connective tissues, soothe inflammation, and reduce any incipient soreness, which is especially helpful if your knees, ankles, or calves tend to feel tight or achy after activity. Make this a non-negotiable part of your post-walk or post-exercise ritual. One small, comforting cup can deliver a surprisingly big difference in your leg recovery by the afternoon, setting you up for a more comfortable and active day. By soaking the pumpkin seeds overnight in water, you make them significantly easier to digest, and importantly, you help to neutralize phytic acid, that compound that can block the optimal absorption of these crucial minerals. In the morning, you can eat them plain, mix them with a little fruit, sprinkle them over unsweetened yogurt, or add them to a morning smoothie. If you're someone who often wakes up with those dreaded calf cramps or notices significant tightness when walking downstairs first thing, these nutrient-packed seeds could be your simple morning fix. Just 1 to 2 tablespoons is all it often takes to start replenishing those vital mineral stores. Morning tip number 5. Make a conscious effort to add cooked spinach to your breakfast, even if it's just a handful. Spinach, as we've learned, is a fantastic source of dietary nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide, which in turn increases blood flow to your legs, delivering more oxygen and nutrients. Cooking it, even lightly, makes its valuable minerals more bioavailable and easier for your body to absorb. And you don't need a huge serving to make a difference. You can easily add it to scrambled eggs or an omelette, quickly saute it with a touch of garlic and olive oil as a side to your toast, or toss it into a warm quinoa bowl. The key here, as with many nutritional strategies, is to make it a consistent habit. Scientific studies have shown that people who regularly consumed nitrate-rich green leafy vegetables daily often exhibited stronger, faster leg performance, with benefits sometimes noticeable within the same day of increased intake. It doesn't have to be a fancy or complicated addition to your meal, just consistent. You've just journeyed with us through a discovery of 8 incredibly powerful foods that don't just passively support leg strength over the long term, they are scientifically shown to start actively working, producing noticeable improvements in as little as 12 hours. That's not a marketing gimmick. That's the exciting potential highlighted by clinical science and real-world observations in seniors. From the magnesium-rich, muscle-calming effects of pumpkin seeds to the potent inflammation-busting power of tart cherry juice. From the circulation-enhancing capabilities of beets and cooked spinach to the complete protein punch of quinoa and the deep cellular repair offered by salmon, and ultimately the collagen-charged, comprehensive recovery from bone broth. Each and every one of these foods works on a distinct yet complementary piece of the complex puzzle of leg strength and vitality. When used together, or even strategically chosen based on your specific needs, they create a formidable, natural, and delicious strategy to help you restore stability, dramatically reduce fatigue, and bring real functional strength back to your lower body. It's so important to remember that leg weakness isn't always an inevitable consequence of age. In a vast number of cases, it's significantly influenced by correctable factors. It can be a nutrition problem, a circulation problem, an inflammation problem, or a recovery problem. And the wonderful news is, when you begin to address and fix those underlying issues rapidly and effectively with the right foods, your legs will respond. You'll find yourself walking stronger, feeling lighter on your feet, and regaining the precious confidence to move through your day without constant fear of a stumble or overwhelming fatigue. And it all begins, quite simply, with what you choose to put on your plate and in your cup. So, here's your empowering challenge. Your first step on this journey to revitalized legs. Choose just one of these 8 foods that resonated most with you, or perhaps one that seems easiest to incorporate into your routine, and try it today or tomorrow. Pay close attention to how your legs feel the next morning or after your next walk. You will very likely notice less stiffness, perhaps better balance, maybe a little more ease in your movements, more control. Then, once you feel that first positive shift, try another food from the list. Begin to stack these nutritional powerhouses together, building your recovery, your strength, and your confidence one delicious, intentional bite at a time. Now, it's over to you. We are genuinely eager to hear from you. Which of these 8 remarkable foods are you most excited to try first? Do you already have a favorite among them that's made a difference for you? Please share your thoughts, your plans, or your own leg strength stories in the comments section below. Your experiences are invaluable and can inspire others in our community. We'd love to hear your story and engage in a conversation. And if this video has provided you with helpful insights, actionable tips, or even just a renewed sense of hope for stronger legs, please do us a small favor and hit that like button. It truly makes a huge difference in helping more seniors discover this vital information that could genuinely change their lives for the better. For a continuous stream of science-backed tips, nutritional guidance, and practical strategies designed to help you stay strong, steady, mobile, and wonderfully independent for years to come, make sure you subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell so you never miss an update. Remember, your legs are your foundation. They carry you through life's adventures, big and small. Feed them right, nourish them with these powerful foods, and they will reward you by carrying you further, more comfortably, and more confidently than you might have thought possible. If you have any further questions, reflections, or comments, please don't hesitate to leave them below. We appreciate you spending your valuable time with us. Thanks so much for watching, and here's to your stronger, healthier legs.